last thing I really want to get to before we get to some Chelsea talk, involves Arsenal, Chelsea's rivals, Arsenal, and well, there's rumors about them getting Buendia, but instead, Buendia, he's going to Aston Villa for around 32, 33 million. Pretty good signing for Aston Villa,
I would say so. Buendia and Jack Grealish hopefully next season for Villa. That's not bad. I don't know if Watkins will stay, but
he will.
It depends if those key players stay, but they're building a good team.
Buendia's phenomenal. He's a great signing, and I think he probably, if he went to Arsenal, he would have immediately become the talisman at the club. So Arsenal are losing out on a potentially talismanic type player because they weren't willing to pay an extra $5 million for him when this was the Championship Player of the Year. He's actually, I think he may be the only player in Europe's top 5 leagues or something, like in the German system, in the Italian, French, English, Spanish, whatever. So I believe get over 15 goals and 15 assists respectively in his league. So I read a statistic about that. It was absolutely crazy. But here's the thing as well. People will say, oh, well, he's a player coming from the Championship. You never know. Last season, when he was in the Premier League for Norwich City, his creative metrics were off the charts. They were fantastic. They were up with some of the best players in the league. So for Arsenal not to pay $5 million, I was seeing a lot of people bantering Arsenal about, oh, you can't even compete with Aston Villa. But then I was seeing Arsenal fans saying, well, it wasn't so much that he couldn't compete with them. It's just we didn't want to pay an extra $5 million for him. Isn't that just as bad?
Yeah.
You can't pay an extra $5 million for a player who will surely be great in the Premier League, and instead you opt to sign somebody else. That's not competing either. You're not competing either way. You're just falling apart, just in a different sense. So that was quite laughable, and I think it will be an even more painful summer for Arsenal than potentially even last summer.
Yeah, especially if they don't get Odegaard either. Like, I know that's their number one target, I think. And also apparently Busuma wants to go to Arsenal, which would be a pretty good signing to get in the midfield, especially if Xhaka leaves. But yeah, Arsenal, once they got eliminated from the Europa League and missed out on European football, it's just I've been concerned about them, and I'm not really sure how it's gonna go for the next few years.
Oh, they're gonna be average. That's how it's gonna go.
Or just continue to decline.
Hopefully not, but I peg them for an average club at this point.
I don't really know. Right now, there's not a lot of light at the end of the tunnel for Arsenal and Arsenal supporters. You got some pretty good youngsters coming through, I would say, recently, like Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, and whatnot. But it's not like, they're kind of in this position where Liverpool was maybe 10 years ago, where you guys are kind of struggling for Europa League. But the thing is, you guys were able to bring in the likes of Jurgen Klopp. You got more backing from your board, and just turned around the ship. And now you guys are mainstays almost in the top 4. While Arsenal, it's like, are they ever going to get back into that position?
Yeah, I think usually when your team is struggling, you want to get a manager who can take you from A to B. In Jurgen Klopp's case, he took Liverpool from A to C with the Premier League and Champions League. Arsenal, they went with a manager who is not proven as a manager, only proven as an assistant manager. And while he did win an FA Cup, which fair play to them.
I think Arteta, he had the perfect audition at first. He had that first couple months at Arsenal. He won Community Shield, FA Cup, pretty impressive. He beat United a couple times. It's where it's one manager that they can't beat sometimes. And then it was just a perfect start to life for Arteta, and then he just couldn't get the squad to work with the way he wanted, I guess.